Governor Tom Corbett of Pennsylvania has eviscerated public education in the state, slashing spending, even though there are many, many resources in Pennsylvania, by more than $1 billion. Philly, or Philadelphia, has been one of the hardest hit districts. However, in the face of mass school closings and mass layoffs, the community and teachers have come together like never before. We've suffered. The community has suffered. Our ranks have suffered more than anybody would ever have imagined or envisioned, especially as we mourn the lives of 2 children who died, we think, because there were no school nurses on site. We received and have been attacked more than in almost any other place in the United States, as threats of imposition have grown and lawsuits have been filed. But still, students, their families, and the Philadelphia community stand together, unwilling to settle for anything less than full funding, local control, and a high-quality public education for every Philadelphia child. So I would ask some of my personal heroes, a parent, a student, and a teacher and union president, to speak about this. Philadelphia Federation of Teachers President Jerry Jordan, Helen Jim, and Hiram Romero, to speak about what's going on in Philly. And let me just say to all 3 of you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. As Randy said, we've had more than our share of struggles in Philadelphia schools, but our members are more engaged than ever before, and the community is more engaged than ever before. And together, we have created a vibrant and winning campaign. We've rallied, we've prayed, we've petitioned, we've been arrested, as Randy can attest. We've lobbied, we've done it all, but we couldn't have done any of it without strong community partners. I've asked Helen to share with us a recent victory we saw at the Marin and Steele schools. Helen?
Hi, everybody. Thank you very much. My name's Helen Gim. I'm a public school parent and a co-founder of Parents United for Public Education. A few months ago, the school district of Philadelphia surprised parents at 2 neighborhood elementary schools that they would be targeted for charter conversion, and given 1 month before they were to vote on what the future of their school would look like. Parents and teachers immediately began to work together to organize our schools. While the other side used fear, shame, and false promises to drive home their message, we created a parent-led voice and vision for schools that was rooted in strong teacher-parent relationships, school stability, and community connections. Edward T. Steele School was the last neighborhood public school in the predominantly black section of Nicetown. Luis Munoz Marin School was a bilingual school serving the Latino neighborhood of Philadelphia. We talked about history and culture. We talked about schools as community anchors and places of respect and shared values. Parents challenged why charter school contracts resulted in the district spending up to $4,000 more per child, when the same investment would refuse to be made when the school was district managed. Parents at these 2 schools voted by 70% to remain public. We didn't just win the vote at Steele and Marine schools. We reclaimed a new vision for public education with parents and teachers partnering at the forefront. Thank you.
My name is Hiram Rivera. I'm the Executive Director of the Philadelphia Student Union. PSU has been organizing high school students to fight for high-quality education in the city of Philadelphia for the past 20 years. And as a result of these cuts, our students have been left with buildings that have been under-resourced, overcrowded, dangerous, and have left them with no guarantee of having a real successful future when they graduate. Because of this, the students in Philadelphia are not only fighting for their education, but they're fighting for their lives. A fight that has led them to march, rally, organize their students, and ultimately culminating in over 3,000 student walkout that shut down a major street in the city of Philadelphia from the school district all the way down to City Hall. But we know that this is not enough. And as we move into a school year that promises to be worse than the one we just came out of, the need for student and teacher solidarity is much needed now more than ever. And so that means is that the next time students are out 3,000 strong in the streets, that there are 3,000 teachers standing with them. And not just in Philadelphia, but in New York and Chicago and all over the country. Because nothing has inspired our students more than when they see the same teacher who stands in front of them in the classroom from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. standing next to them in the streets at 4:30 p.m. fighting for the schools that they all deserve. Thank you.